In the heart of Asia, a burning nightmare has erupted across China's southwestern mountains. What once were peaceful green forests, symbols of natural beauty and life, have now turned into a vast corridor of destruction. Fueled by relentless drought, scorching heat, and fierce winds, the country is now facing what experts are calling the worst wildfire catastrophe in its modern history. It started as a spark, small, distant, forgettable. But within hours, that spark became an unstoppable wall of fire. Flames leapt across valleys, climbed hills, and swept through entire towns with terrifying speed. Entire neighborhoods emptied. Tens of thousands fled on foot, holding their children, their IDs, and whatever memories they could carry. Their homes disappeared into smoke behind them. Skies that once were blue have turned into a suffocating dome of ash. Orange light filters through thick clouds of smoke. And snow doesn't fall anymore. Only gray, toxic ash, blanketing the cities below. The air smells of burnt plastic, dry pine, and fear. The wildfires are no longer contained in forests. They have invaded cities, crossed highways, jumped rivers. Provinces like Yunnan, Sichuan, Guizhou, and southern Shanxi are now in emergency lockdowns. And in many places, the power is gone. High-voltage towers have collapsed. Substations have burned. Vast regions lie in total blackout. News helicopters capture haunting footage. Apartment buildings crumbling from the sheer heat, highways engulfed by walls of flame, and residents trapped in cars as escape routes vanish. Firefighters admit what no one wants to say. This is beyond our control. Containment lines have failed. Natural fire breaks have burned. The fire even crossed wide canals, its embers riding wind currents like glowing messengers of destruction. Firefighting units from across the nation have rushed toward the inferno. Convoys of red trucks weave through mountain roads, some traveling for days. Crews work around the clock, coughing through smoke, running low on water, running lower on hope. Surveillance drones capture hot zones the size of small cities, burning simultaneously. It's a scale of devastation that defies comprehension. In smaller towns where help hasn't arrived, the people have taken matters into their own hands. Villagers form human chains, passing buckets of water, sand, or even dirt, using their bare hands when nothing else is left. In many places, the water ran out hours ago. They are now fighting with blankets, soaked sheets, metal lids, anything to push the fire back. One survivor said, "It sounded like the earth was screaming. The roar of the flames, it was louder than thunder, and it didn't stop." Shops and factories were abandoned mid-shift, machines still running, doors left open, workers scattered in all directions. Entire train stations are now unusable, roofs collapsed, tracks buried in ash and soot. What used to be parks, schools, playgrounds are now blackened skeletons of their former selves. Medical staff, exhausted and overwhelmed, are running mobile clinics in the open. They treat burns, smoke inhalation, and trauma with dwindling supplies. Hospitals in major cities have exceeded capacity. Emergency rooms are packed. Oxygen tanks are being shared between patients. Even basic items like bandages are in short supply. And in the chaos, communication has begun to fail. Cell towers have burned, internet signals are weak, emergency radio channels are overloaded. In some disaster zones, rescue helicopters are flying nearly blind, navigating walls of smoke and trying to find open fields big enough to land and save lives. Parents are writing their children's names and phone numbers on their arms, just in case they're separated during an evacuation. And when night falls, the glow of the fire intensifies. The horizon turns blood red. Entire mountain ranges are outlined in flame, their silhouettes flickering like haunted monuments. From a distance, it looks like the Earth itself has caught fire. According to data from the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, China has experienced record-breaking heat and drought in multiple southern regions over the past few months. Some areas have recorded temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius for consecutive days, alongside humidity levels dropping below 20%. Ideal conditions for wildfire ignition. In their latest climate bulletin, the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction, UNDRR, warned that increasing urban sprawl into forested regions, coupled with insufficient fire preparedness, has dramatically amplified the damage. Forest lands once considered remote are now pressed up against residential zones, with little to no buffer. The consequences are not confined to China. Satellite images show smoke plumes traveling across borders. Air quality in parts of South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan has deteriorated. In some cities, authorities are urging people to stay indoors, wear masks, and avoid outdoor exercise due to hazardous pollution levels. Meanwhile, agricultural impact is already visible. Thousands of hectares of farmland have burned, crops lost, livestock killed. Food distribution chains in southern provinces have fractured. In major cities, prices of vegetables and grain are climbing steadily. But amid the smoke and silence, the people remain. Some are still waiting for help. Some are still searching for missing loved ones. Others are mourning what they already know they've lost. When the government issued a national appeal for donations, the public response was mixed. While many offered help, others expressed deep frustration. Online forums filled with comments like, "Will we even see the aid?" and "Last time our village got nothing but promises." The damage now is not just physical. It is emotional, psychological. It is generational. Entire families have been displaced. Children are afraid to sleep. Elders refuse to return home. Some families have rebuilt 3 times in 2 years, each time losing more than the last. And yet, the fires keep coming. Climate scientists say this is just the beginning. They warn that what was once a once-in-a-decade disaster is now an annual reality. Wildfires are more frequent, stronger, more unpredictable. China's current infrastructure, its firewalls, early warning systems, emergency routes, was never designed for this scale of crisis. From Sichuan to Yunnan, from Guizhou to Guangxi, one truth is burning through the ash. Nature is changing, and we are not ready. This is not just a wildfire. This is not just a national emergency. This is a wake-up call.